Afternoon. We have no hat. Sorry, there's no Fat Stick branding, but this isn't about Fat Stick. This is about boards and ice ups. So obviously ice ups again, being the summer. Question is, and it's on everyone's lips, lots of people ask the question is, does your ice up flex? You know, what's the difference between single skin, double skin, and drop stitching? Well, we showed you that in our little pillow, in our little blue air cushion, our air stick cushion. The whole point of it is to show you how much a paddleboard flexes, and is it right that it flexes? Well, do you know what? Yeah, it is. You know, if anyone says their paddleboard doesn't flex, then it's obviously rigid, or they're doing something amazing. So, what we have at the moment here in the garden, in the Fat Stick garden, the Fat Stick Test HQ, renamed official, hashtag official, is our demo kit. So we're going to show you what happens when you stand on a paddleboard when it's balanced between two beams, which is really important because it's just the same as being in the sea. It's just to prove a point. All paddleboards flex. Our paddleboards flex, but they don't flex much. We've inflated our paddleboard. I'm going to turn you around. We've inflated our paddleboard to, you see it, so it's now on 21 and a bit. Now we can go to 22 and a half is what we recommend. Let me just take that out. It's up. I'm not going to say anymore. Round. So our paddleboards, we say 22 and a half. The reason for that is that if you go to 25 and it gets nice and hot, you could end up having a hole or things going wrong. We don't want that. So we say 22 and a half is plenty. Now I'm going to show you. Now I should have brought scales out. I am roughly 13 stone on a good day. 13 stone on a 10-foot paddleboard, balanced between two Fat Stick approved garden chairs. There's no jiggery pokery going on. It is just paddleboard, chairs and me. We have NASA approved, it's not NASA approved, it's just before you go looking, NASA approved insulating tape holding on a Taylor's tape, which is also Fat Stick approved, not NASA approved. You can see 64 there, so it's on 64 just. Yeah, that is without anyone on it. No weight, no nothing. That is how we stand. So what we're going to show you is now, does it flex? People go on about all sorts of things about and all that kind of stuff. I've done that, it's boring now. So I'm going to introduce you to the team. So we've got the cinematographer, Zizzy. We've got the tape reader, he's going to read how much the tape drops. Ted's got a BTEC honours in tape reading. He hasn't. And this is Tilly, she's going to be making sure the tape is very accurate. Very good, Izzy, good word. Right, so that's the team. I'm going to hand you over to Izzy. There you go, and that's me. You want, right, Izzy, film me.
Yes.
For all it's worth. Right, higher. Right, are you ready with that? Are you ready with that? Nothing else, no craziness. Bunged in, 21 PSI, thereabouts. Happy to get on, no issue. Right, the paddleboard, especially if I jump, flexes. I'm more worried about the chairs. Paddleboard flexes. They do. It's a sack of air. That's what they do. Don't get hooked up on it. If it's bending in the middle and I was touching the floor, there's a problem. It's not. There's a little boat. That's what happens. Right, Tilly, make that. Right, Izzy, get in there. Have a look. All the way to the grass. What does it say, Ted? Read out the number.
60.
60, right. Now what is it now? Back in there for me, Izzy.
64.
Right, so we've lost 4 centimetres of bow. Now, something I'm going to tell you, thank you team, you've done all very well, very good. You can play your games. Right, so we've bowed, we lost 4 centimetres, just 4, on something that is balanced between a lot of tests, and we're not going to start saying this is what other people do, but you don't usually find tests on something A, as thin as a garden chair, and B, also as far back as the fin box. That is probably about 10 inches from the fin box and probably about a foot from the front, maybe a little bit longer. It's a long old space, it's a big old space at the bottom. Your paddleboard is going to flex, don't get hung up on it. Double skinned means you can inflate it higher, means it's more rigid, means you can get more air to make it solid. That's the point of double skinned. It's not just safety so you can scrape it down rocks or drop it, because you know, a single skinned ice up is still good. People saying, oh, don't buy single skin. That's rubbish. You know, single skin, they're out there for a reason, and they're out there and they work. We like double skinned, that's why we've gone double skinned. We've got the air stick, that's single skinned. It helps bring the price down because there's not so much material. But everyone gets hooked up on this my does yours, Ben, bow, they all bow. It's gonna happen. There it is, nothing else really to say. If you've got any questions, throw them over. We got Gary, oh, and Dave, hello Dave. Hi, that's it. Nothing else to say. It's going to bow, it's going to flex because they are sacs of air. They're very good sacs of air. They're very pretty sacs of air. We like the Pink Panther. A lovely little Pink Panther. And for stock, we're looking at the 8th of August. If you want one of these beauties, I'm very sorry, so sorry that they're not in now and that you have to wait. But between the 6th and 8th, by the 8th, I'm guaranteed they're going to be ready to go, but the 6th of August is the launch date. They're going to be on the docks. We're going to be getting Ruben to work up a sweat. The rigid boards are just about in. Monday, they're going to be flying out the door, hopefully. But that's it. I can't think of anything else. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for looking. If you've got any questions about flex and the rigidity of boards and, you know, how much you should pump it up to, bearing in mind that wasn't fully inflated, you still got a PSI and a half to go in that yet. And if you really wanted to and go nuts, you go 25, which I've never done because just haven't got the want or the energy. 25, it's going to be like riding a board, as in a hard board. It is a board. But thank you very much for joining us, and that's Fat Stick out. Enjoy what's left of your afternoon of the sun, and take care.